Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read Numbers 10 to 18, Proverbs 18, and Psalm 29 and stuff. The Lord spoke to me saying, Make 2 stone trumpets, and have work shall make. They shall use them for summoning the congregation and for breaking camp. And both them are blind, all the congregation shall gather themselves to you. The entrance said to me, and if only one, and the chiefs, the heads of tribes, Israel shall gather themselves to you. When you blow an alarm, the camps on the east side shall set out. When you blow the alarm second time, the camps on the south side shall set out. An alarm is to be blown wherever they are to set, but the only assemblies to be gathered together shall blow a long blast, shall not sound alarm, and the sons of Aaron the priest shall blow trumpets. And the trumpets shall be to you for a perpetual statute of your generations. When you go to war in your land against the aggressor who oppresses you, you shall sound alarm with the trumpets. You may be ruined before the Lord your God, you shall be safe from your enemies. When do you gladness in your corner faces at the beginning of your month, you shall blow trumpets over your battle friends, over sacrifice and peace offerings. You shall be a reminder of you before you command the Lord your God. In the second year, the second month, the 20th day of the month, the cloud lifted from over the tabernacle of the tent of the testament, and the people of Israel set out by stages from the wilderness side, and the cloud settled down in the wilderness, and apparently set for the first time the command of the Lord. By Moses, the talent staying at the camp, the Hebrew Jews set out first by the companies. Over the company was Nashon, son of Ammon. Over the company of the tribe of the people of Zach was Nathan, son of Zul. Over the company of the tribe of the people of Zabulon was Eliam, son of Hela. And the tabernacle came down, the sons of Gershon, the sons of Merari. He carried the tabernacle set and standing in the camp of Reuben set up by the companies. Over the company was Eliezer, son of Shador. Over the company of the tribe of the people of Simeon was Shalom, son of Zerishai. And over the company of the tribe of the people of Gad was Eliasaph, son of Joel. And the Kohathites set up carrying the holy things. The tabernacle was set up for the hour of the standing in the camp of the people of me. Set by the companies, and over the company was Elishama, son of Ammihud. Over the company of the tribe of Hebrew, my son is Gomai, son of Pedasah. And over the company of the tribe of Hebrew, Benjamin was Abinah, son of Gideoni. And then the camp of the people of Dan, after the rear guard of all the camps, set by the companies. Over the company was Ahijah, son of Amishai. And over the company of the tribe of people, Asher was Pacia, son of Akra. And over the company of the tribe of people, was Hira, son of Enan, and the older march of the people of Midah. And the company was I set out. And Moses said to her, as an brother me, and Moses father-in-law, we are setting out for the place which the Lord said, I'll give it to you. And along with us, we will do good to you, for the Lord has promised good to you. So he said, I will not go out to part time and then to my country. He said, please don't leave us here, no we shall come to us. And we set his eyes to us, and if we do go, whatever the Lord do to us, the same he will do to you. And so he set out from the mountain of the Lord 3 days' journey. And after the covenant of the Lord went before them 3 days' journey, and to seek their resting place in the cloud of the Lord was over them by day, wherever they set out from the camp. And over the ox said, Moses said, arise, O Lord, let your enemies be scattered, let those who hate you flee before you. When the rest he said, return, O Lord, to 10,000 thousands. And he would complain and hearing of the Lord about their misfortune. The Lord heard his anger was kindled. And his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Lord burned among them, and consumed some outlying parts again. And the people cried up to Moses, and Moses prayed to the Lord, and the fire died down. So in that place was called Taberah, because the fire of the Lord burned among them. And the rabble that was among them had strong prayer, and the people of Israel to work against. Every time we meat, you remember the fish we ate in Egypt, because the cucumbers and melons, and the onions and garlic. And then after the strive, there's nothing with this man to look at. And the melons like coriander seeds, appears like a dahlia. And if you put of anger and animals will beat in waters and boiled in pots and make cakes. And it tasted was like the taste of cakes bathed with oil. And dew fell upon the camp of the night, the men fell there. Moses had the people weeping throughout their clans, every one at the door of his tent. And the Lord blessed horribly, and Moses was displaced. Moses said to the Lord, why have you dealt ill with your servant? Why have you now found favor in your sight? You laid a burden of all people on me. Did I conceive all this people? Did I give them birth? You should say to me. And they should say to me, carry them in your bosoms, and those carries the national charge, and then they swore together to the fathers. Where am I to get meat to give to all these people? For they weep before me and say, give us meat that we may eat. And I'm not able to carry all these people of land. The burden is too heavy for me. If you will treat me like this, kill me at once. If I found favor in your sight, I may not see my wretchedness. And the Lord said to Moses, gather for me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom you know to be your elders of Hebrew and officers over them, bring them to tell me, and let them take their stand with you, and I'll stand there with you, and I'll come down and talk with you there. And take some of the spirit that's on you and put it on, and you shall bear the bed with people with you. So you may not bury yourself alone, and say to people, consecrate yourselves for tomorrow, and you shall eat. If you looked in the hand, the Lord said, who will give us meat to eat? For it's better than us to eat it. Therefore the Lord will give you meat. You shall eat. You shall not eat just 1 day, or 2 days, or 5 days, or 10 days, or 20 days, but a whole month. Until it comes out of your nostrils and becomes loathsome to you, because you rejected the Lord. And someone if wept before them, saying, why did we come out of Egypt? And Moses said, people among whom I am number 600,000 for. And yes, I'll give them meat. They may eat a whole month. Shall flocks and herds be slaughtered for and be enough for the Lord said to Moses, the Lord, and shall know see whether my will come true for you or not. So Moses went out to all the people of the words of the Lord, and gathered 70 men of ours, the people of his rabbit. And the Lord came down in the clouds with him, and he took some of the spirit of God, and he put it on the 70 elders. As soon as the spirit of someone, they prophesied. He did not continue doing it. And the 2 men made in the camp, one named Eda, or the other named Eda, and the spirit rested on them, and among those registered. And they ended up going out to the tent, so they prophecy in the camp. And Aaron ran and told Moses, now that meet, I prophecy in the camp. Joshua's son said, his sister Moses he said, my little man stopped me. And I said, do I jealous for my sake? With that, all of the Lord's people prophesied. And the Lord put a spirit on them, Moses and Aaron to return to the camp. And when the lost me, I broke away from the sea and let them fall beside the camp. And days and they saw days and from the outside around the camp. And I had 2 cubits above the ground. People rose over that day and all night, and the next day and gathered the crowd. This gathered the least, gathered 10 hands, scattered them out from themselves around the camp. The meat was the opportunity to take before it was consumed. The anger of the Lord was given as a heap, and the Lord struck down the heap with a very great flame. Therefore, the place was called Kibroth Hattaavah, because there they burned the people at the ground. And Kibroth Hattaavah, the people joined to the Hazeroth, and they remained at Hazeroth. And Miriam and Aaron spoke nationwise because the Cushite woman whom he had married a Cushite woman. And they said, as the Lord indeed spoken out of the humans, there's no speaking to us. I said, and the Lord had another man rise, this was very meek, more than all people on the face of the earth. And suddenly the Lord said the Moses went down, and Miriam come out, you to 10 men. After they came out, and the Lord came down and fell clouds to the entrance of the tent, and called Aaron and Miriam, both came forward and said, hear my words. If there is a prophet among you, I will make myself known to him. If I speak with him in a dream. And also with my servant Moses, he is faithful in all my house. With my speak mouth, clearly and not riddles. And he beholds the form of the law. Why then me not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the Lord was going to wrestle me apart. And the cloud removed from the tent. Behold, Miriam was like snow. And Aaron turned toward Miriam, and behold, she was like this. And Aaron said to Moses, no, my Lord, don't punish us because you've done the 4 same sin. And not because one day his flesh is hardly is away when she comes to. And he comes out as Moses, and Moses cried to the Lord over God, please heal that place. And the Lord said to Moses, if her father had but soon in her face, she not be ashamed 7 days. And I'd be shut outside the camp 7 days, she may be brought in again. And then Miriam was shut outside the camp 7 days. And the people did not set out, but still Miriam was brought in again. After the people set out from Hazeroth and came to the Lord Sapphire. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, 7 men despite the land king. And Miriam shall go into the people from each tribe of their fathers. You shall send them, every one a chief among them. And Moses sent them from the waters of Paran according to the command of the Lord. All of them had men who were heads of the Hebrews, and these are the names of the tribe of Shemua, son of Zachar. From the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat, son of Hor. From the tribe of Judah, Caleb, son of Jephunneh. From the tribe of Zachar, Igor, son of Joseph. From the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea, the son of Hoshea, son of from the tribe of Benjamin, Paltiel, son of Rapha. From the tribe of Zebulun, Gamaliel, son of Zebulun. From the tribe of Joseph, Gadi, son of Susi. From the tribe of Dan, Amiel, son of Gamaliel. From the tribe of Asher, Sethur, son of Michael. From the tribe of Naphtali, Navi, son of Prophecy. From the tribe of Gad, son of Maki. These are the names of my king Moses sent to Bethlehem. And Moses sent called Hoshea, the son to Joshua. And Moses sent back to the land king said to go into the land and go to Hilkiah, see what the land is. And whether the people who don't know strong work, whether they fear me, whether the land they don't is good or bad, and whether the seas that they don't know camp strong, and whether the land is rich or poor, whether they have trees or not, be of good courage, bring some to food them. And at the time of the season, first right release. So they went out to the land for the Lord, so they went into Rahel, near Lebahamas. They went into the came to Hebron. He and Shishai and Talmai, the sons of Anak, with her. And they came to my Ishmael and cut them from their branches, single customers. They carried on a pole between the 2 of them. They still brought some pumpkins, please. And the place was called the Ishmael was foster the people who was cut down from there. And then the 40 days returned for spite of the land. They came to Moses and told the Polish people as they were in Paran and Kadesh. And then they brought back to the word of them and told the congregation and said in the fruit of the land. And told me, came to the land to which you sent us for voice from how the people you know the land is strong. The cities are fortified and very large. Besides, we saw that since Anak, the Amalekites dwelt in the land, and hid us the Jews sized the Amorites dwelt in the hill country, and came as dwelt by sea among the Jordan. And Caleb inquired of the Hebrew before Moses said, let's go at once and occupy it, for we were able to overcome them, and never gone with it. So they are not able to go against the people, for they are stronger than we are. So they brought to the people Zabbar upon them. And they spouted, saying, the land through which we were going to spy is the land that devours the inhabitants. And all the people were sworn over a great sign. They were so long their fellow, and we see us like grasshoppers, so we see into the. And all the congregation raised a loud cry, and people walked to them at night. And all the people as a congregation raised an air. The whole congregation said to them, would that we die in the land of Egypt? Would that we die in the wilderness? And as Lord bring us into this land, for us. And why is the Lord will become afraid? Would it not be better for us to go back to Egypt? And they said to them, they choose later and go back to Egypt. And Moses and said to fell on the face before all these some of the congregation of the Hebrews. And Joshua the son of Nun, Caleb the son of Jephunneh, who among those who spied out of the land toward the coast, and said to all the congregation of the Hebrews, the land which we passed through spider is soon we built, and the Lord delights in us, will bring us into this land and give it to us. The land that flows will not be. And they did not regard us, and do not fear the Hebrew land, for they are bread for us, and their protection is removed from them. And the Lord with us, do not fear them, and all congregation said to stand on stones. And both will appear the tent of meeting to all the Hebrews. And the Lord said to Moses, how long will the people despise me? How will they not believe me? and so I've watched as I've done another. I'll track them to have sons and distant hat, I'll make a good nation, really am I in there. And I minister to love, the nature shall have every call of the speaker and your mind from mother. And I tell you how this is. You have had the year alone, the mistakes for your land and understand face to face. The past is everything beautiful. And pillar cloud by day, and pillar fire by night. If you kill us people's hunger, and then nations heard your fame will say, if this laws they are not able to bring the people to land, they sought to get to they killed them all once, and now please let the path of the Lord be good to your promising. Unless they're doing better steps, if you believe for the transgression. And he will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the father and children to the third and fourth generation. He's pardoned the iniquity of the people, according to good assist of the deceived for the undeceived being gentleness. Lord, I pardon according to your word, but surely as I live in as I shall be filled with the word law. And in him see my God, my son, say, do need in my laws. And you have put me to test these 3 times, and I obey my voice shall see the land, this will to get their fathers. And others desires shall see. And I don't care because these different spirit follow me fully. I bring into land into which you went, and since all shall possess it. And since the amount present did it, came with strong the valley, 10 twice over the world was no way to the Red Sea. And Allah said to Moses and Jun, say, how long shall this wicked pair of the nation go on the Red Sea? And the goblins, the Hebrews, which they go on the Red Sea. Say to that, I left to curse the Lord. When you say, my king, I'll do to you, their bow shall fall, as well as the Lord in the listening in the sense from 20s on the you come by this, not no one shall come down, and I saw that I would make it up. So the chaos and Jeffrey shall send that. And the ones who said will become her. Oh, they shall know that they are rejected. And as you devil shall form this world, as image and shall be shepherds and wonders. For you shall suffer your faithlessness, and the lasting devil is lies and wonders. Continue on me days, which is right. 40 days a year for each day, you shall bear in 40 years. So you know my displeasure, and the Lord has spoken. Surely this I'll do to all this wicked congregation. Who have had to get this in this world, and shall come to for mine. And then they shall die, and the men who miss it spread light. And you return and made all the congregation wrong with us, and by bringing it back report that light. And many were by report the light. Die by playing cruel Lord, and 1,002 minutes spread light. And Joshua son of them killed and Jeffrey remained alive. And the Moses told his words all the Hebrews, and the people made greatly. He was early in the morning, and went to hide to the hill country. So here we are, we'll go to the place of the Lord's promise. He said, why now are you transgressing the command of the Lord? And thou wilt not succeed. Do God, for the Lord is not one, as he is stricken for your enemies. The day Malachi has done Canaan, so facing you shall fall by some. He turn back from the Lord will be with you. He was him to go to the help which they need the ark of the covenant of the Lord. The Lord most upon that king, the Malachi and Canaan to them, the help which you can do to sleep. And pursue them even to home. And the Lord spoke to Moses, speak to the people and say to them, when you come to them, you are to heaven, which I am giving you. When you offer to the Lord from the head or from the flock, a free offering, but offering sacrifice to fill out a free offering, and your appointed feast to make a place of heaven to the Lord. And he who brings the offering shall offer to the Lord a grain offering of 10,000 heifer, 5 lambs, a quarter of a hin of oil. Shall offer the burnt offering for the sacrifice, a quarter of a hin of wine, for each drink offering for each heifer. For each lamb, or for a ram, shall offer a grain offering to 10,000 heifer, 5 lambs, for the third of a hin of oil. And the drink offering shall offer a third of a hin of wine, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. And any offer of bulls of burnt offering, a sacrifice, and fill vow for a peace offering to the Lord. And one shall offer with the bull a grain offering, 3/10 of an heifer, 5 lambs, and half a hin of oil. You shall offer with the drink offering, half a hin of wine, as a free offering. And with the Lord shall be done for each bull, and for each lamb a young goat. As many as the offer, so shall you do with each one. As many as they are, every need to it, so I shall do these things in this way. You offer a free offering, pleasing aroma to the Lord. If strangers sojourn with you, and those living permanently among you, wish to offer a free offering. And the pleasing aroma to the Lord shall do as you do for these. Someone shall be such a freedom from the stranger, you shall do as with you. And such a prayer that you generation, you and the sojourner shall be alike before the Lord. On the long wall shall be freedom for the stranger that sojourns with you. Well, speak to Moses, you speak to Hebrews and say to when you come to an end to which I bring you, and you eat bread and you shall present a contribution to the Lord. And the first day you shall present life as a contribution, like a contribution from flesh and food. So you shall present, so the first day shall go to the Lord's contribution for generations. If you see not intentionally do not all these commandments that the Lord seeks to praise. What the Lord's commanded by the from the day and the Lord be commanded all the generation. Very good generation, if it's not intentionally that knowledge of congregation. A congregation shall offer one bull for the head for the burnt offering, a piece of lamb two, and the Lord with grain offering and strain offering, according to one male goat for a sin offering. The prayer shall be returned for all the congregation and the people is they shall be forgiven because of his mistake, and they have brought that offering free offering to the Lord. And it's an offering before the Lord for their mistake. And all the congregation people is shall be forgiven the strangers to Jared among them. As the whole population was involved in mistake. And one person sins unintentionally shall offer from the a year offer a sin offering, the priest shall make atonement for the Lord. If the person makes a mistake and sins unintentionally to make atonement for him, he shall be forgiven. He shall one more for him who does anything unintentionally, for he shall for him who is native among the people is for strangers and his mother. If he has and does anything right hand, whether he is native or sojourner with his law, and a person shall be cut off from the people because he has decided the word of the Lord is breaking his commandment. And a person shall shall be only confidence and negotiating. All the people who result in wars, they found him gathering sticks and something. They found him and those who found him gathering sticks brought him to his and all actually put him in custody. And because they had not been made clear what should be done to the law settlement, the man shall be put to death. All the congregation stood stands outside the camp. And the congregation brought him outside the camp and stoned to death with stones and local members. The law settlement seized the Hebrews and told them to make tassels on the cornish. And they gone said the judge to put a cord on the tassel each cord. And it shall be a tassel for you to look at, no one will come out of law. Indeed, they not to fall off the iron, high iron, so you inclined to fall off it. You shall remember and do like this, behold you. And Lord your God, who will your hand and you dream and labor. Of course, on his heart and curse on labor and death in the ember and the great sons of Eliah. And the son on the son of Palestine's room took me. He was a poor man, so the number of the Hebrews, 250 sheets that were chose from the son of one name. And some of them started together against Moses against Aaron and said to him, you were gone too far. Then all in the congregation of like everyone and the Lord's among, why then do you exalt yourself above the son of the Lord? And they told us he found his face, he said to God of the company. In the morning the Lord showed his ears and his high and the internet. And when him and Jesus will bring me to do the take sense, quote Lord's company, provide and put in some for Lord tomorrow, and him Lord Jesus shall be the whole. You have gone too far, sons of labor, and this to call he and hasten labor. And it is choosing for a thing for you that the God is separated from the congregation. To bring it near to himself, to his test and time like the Lord's now from the congregation to his servant to and his boy him and all of us and living with you. We seek the Christians, therefore is against the Lord, that you know the company that got to that was Aaron and the grumbled. They were sent to call death and Abraham and sons of Eliab, and they said, we will not come. There's some more thing that you will us up with that for looking to kill some of us. He must also make his own prince of it. We have been not brought into a land for and only given us inheritance through the money. We will put out the eyes of those, we will not come up. And this very angry and sensible. Do not respect the offering. I have not taken one donkey from one of the front. I have not helped them with it. And Mr. to copy present, you and my copy. And I hope that you and they and tomorrow. I am tomorrow that everyone will take a cent and put it in some. Everyone you bring before the Lord said to 250 cents to US and each a cent. Everyone take a cent to put for him. And they ate some stood there and should tell me with Mr. And Korah assembled the congregation. And assembled the congregation and stood attention to me. And the glory of the Lord. And the glory of the Lord will take to all the company. And the Lord spoke to my messenger and say, separate yourselves from among this congregation, make it to know them. And defend the faces of God, the God of spirits of the Lord. Shall one man stand there? Will you be angry with all the congregation? The Lord said, spoke to my messenger and say, to say to the congregation, get away from the death, Korah, death, and Abraham. And Moses went to death and Abraham, and the elders followed him. He said to the congregation, saying, depart, place from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, the sea be swept away with all their sins. So they got away from the door and Korah, death, and Abraham. And death and Abraham came and stood at the door there. So one of the sons of the Lord, and said, hereby you shall know the Lord's name to you, until this well works has not been on my end. These men die as all men die, if they are visited by the favour of mankind, then the Lord is not so. If the Lord creates something in the ground, opens the mouth and swallows them out with all their balls. And they go down a lavish shore, and they shall know that these men have finished the law. And as soon as they finish speaking all this words, the ground and the split apart. And all the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up the households, and all the people belonged to Korah and all the people. And so they and all the belonged to him went down the right shore. And earth closed them, and they perished from the mist they suddenly. And all those who lived among the flood, they cried, and they said, Master, yes, also. And if I came out from the Lord, and consumed 250 men off the instance. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, tell others and the priest take the censer out of place, and scare the fire and life, for they have become holy. As the sons of these men have sinned because of their life, and they made table plates of the covering for the altar, they offered them before them, and they became holy, and thus they shall be a sign to people. So although the priest took the bronze censers, those who had been offered, so they have it as a covering for the altar. So you reminded the people, as I said, no, so not a good censer, who joined me to the benches for the Lord, and Steve come like called it a company. As the Lord said to him, drink this, and expel the congregation, he goes, I come to the best, and he goes, and so he killed the people, and when the congregation, some of his most of these things, so he turned toward the tent meeting, behold, the God company, and glory to the Lord appeared, and risen, and came to from the tent meeting, and the Lord said to Moses, go away from the midst of the congregation, and when they consumed the room, they found the face of Moses, and said to him, take a congregation, put it in the town for life, for life, for the Lord. And the plague is the council, and took it as Moses said, and ran into Mr. and made the whole plague has already been done with the people, and he put on this and made time for the people. He stood between 10 and 11, and the plague was strong, and this time plague 14,700. So as those during the affair, going and 10 minutes, and she told me when the plague was stopped. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, speak to people and get from the stars and for each father's house. And all the chiefs according to father's house, 12 stars, showing each and stuff. Right, Aaron's name and stuff, for they shall be one star for the head of each father's house. You shall deposit them in the tent before the testament, they will meet with you. The stuff the men whom I choose for shall spread. Thus I will make cease with me the garments of the Hebrews. Machine from Molest, and respect to the people and all chiefs gave stars. One for each chief, according to their class, has 12 stars, and stuff earned is among the stars. And the rest of his the stars for the Lord and 10 of destiny. The next day, Rest went to 10 of destiny, and the star for the iron for the house of the rest around him. And put forth clouds and produced blossom, and rolled around on the most part of the stars and the field. To all the people as I looked at me, each tried to take a star from most of them, put back the star for Aaron for the destiny. So he kept his sign for the realms, they may make an end, they probably against me. And this day, thus did the Lord command him, so he did. So then all people were set to marriage, we holy perish, we under. We are all under, no one comes near, who comes near the tabernacle of the Lord, and shall die, we are all to perish. Proverbs 18. Whoever Isaiah succeeds under thee, because stands against all sin and judgment, for takes no pleasure in sin, and expressing his opinion. Wickedness comes contentment, with the sun comes to grace. The words of men about deep words, and founded was above the book. It is not to be possible to look at despite the righteous justice, and force the fault or interference math might be. The false math is wrong, it was upset said to himself, the words of West like delicious mostly good in the inner parts of the body, who was like constructed by the thing it shows. The animals with strong tail, the rest of them runs into anything. And the choice with the strong sin, like how one's imagination, all destruction man's heart is holy. And when humanity comes forward, if one whose ends 4 years is flying shit, and man's spirit on just sex is request for human bear, and touching heart cries not. And it otherwise seeks knowledge, man gifts makes no fruit, and the base before the Bible takes face seems right. To the other comes in sound, the Lord's puts an end cause, society and powerful contend, but both end is morning and the strong sea. The God like the bars of cuts, for whose man's earth, some society, such about the human's list. Death line the power of the time, and he for loves and leaves fruit, who finds the right friends, but then takes faith from the Lord. Boys and sheep, with their chance of for many men companions may come together, their friends first their brother. Psalm 29. Ascribe to the Lord, heavenly, ascribe to the Lord, glory, ascribe to the Lord, the glory of his name, worship the ones by the holiness, the voice of the Lord is over their words. The Lord voice and the Lord of many, the voice of the Lord is powerful, the voice of the Lord is full of mercy, the voice of the Lord breaks the dead, the Lord breaks the dead as a lebanon, and makes Lebanon to sit up like a calf, searing like a young one ox, the voice of the Lord flashes from the Lord, flames of fire, the voice of the Lord shakes the winds, the Lord shakes the winds of canvas, the voice of the Lord makes the deed of the earth, strips the forest bare, he is the bold, cry glory, the Lord sends throne of the fire, the Lord sends throne of his king forever, the Lord gives strength to his people, may the Lord bless the people with peace. Now, so I should have the Lord's head, these heads thunder, hallowed be the name of the king, and come, you will down at his heaven. We said, David, forgives death, is going to death, and disease, untouched, hasten, and see for feels the king, power, the glory, and see to power, bye.